Did you know that about 20 to 30% of people identify as highly sensitive? Imagine millions of individuals who face the daily challenge of a world that feels too intense, whether it's the constant noise, overstimulation, or simply the fast pace of life. If you're one of them, you probably know how difficult it can be to find peace in an environment that doesn't stop. In today's video, we'll dive into a unique approach to self-care, designed specifically for those who experience the world deeply. Because caring for yourself as a sensitive soul isn't always about getting away. Sometimes it's about finding calm right where you are. Welcome, sensitive souls and introverts. Today, we're here to explore self-care on your terms, not the usual one-size-fits-all advice. For people who are sensitive or introverted, self-care can be essential, but often, the advice out there doesn't fully consider the unique needs of people like us. How do you find balance and stay grounded when life pulls you in every direction? It's not as simple as scheduling an hour at the gym or attending a loud social gathering to let off steam. For sensitive individuals, true self-care might look a little different. It's about creating methods of care that meet your unique needs, even if you're surrounded by noise and activity. Let's explore how we can nurture ourselves, not by changing the world around us, but by adapting our approach to it. For sensitive souls, the world can feel overwhelming in ways that many people might overlook. Imagine this. You're in a noisy office where conversations and ringing phones create a constant hum. Or you're commuting in a crowded space with the close presence of strangers. Or maybe you're scrolling through social media only to feel a growing sense of anxiety or overstimulation. Each of these situations can leave a sensitive person feeling drained, anxious, or even exhausted. And here's where the challenge becomes complex. Many of the usual self-care recommendations, like taking a long vacation or finding a secluded space, aren't always realistic. What if stepping away isn't an option? What if life, work, and daily responsibilities mean you're constantly in the presence of noise and activity? Sensitive individuals need a self-care toolkit that meets them right where they are, empowering them to find peace within the reality of their surroundings. So, how do we start building a self-care routine that truly resonates with a sensitive soul? Let's explore a few practices that are practical, subtle, and adaptable to any setting. Micro-meditations for instant calm. For sensitive people, practicing meditation doesn't have to mean setting aside 30 uninterrupted minutes. Instead, micro-meditations quick, 10-second grounding exercises can be just as effective. Next time you're in a noisy environment, find a small item around you to focus on: a coffee mug, a plant, or even your own hand. Gently concentrate on the details, the color, the texture, or even the warmth of your own palm. Take a slow, deep breath, allowing yourself to center around this single point of focus. These short breaks don't require a special space and can be done anytime, anywhere, helping you create calm amidst chaos. Intentional soundscaping. For those sensitive to noise, auditory overwhelm can often trigger anxiety or fatigue. One practical strategy is intentional soundscaping, using soft, calming sounds as a way to control the auditory input. Apps with white noise or nature sounds can offer a break from the constant hum of urban life. If you're in a noisy office or a crowded cafe, plug in your earphones. Select a calming background track and let it transport you mentally to a calmer space. Studies have shown that these sounds can help soothe the nervous system, offering a subtle but powerful form of protection against overstimulation. Mental zoning, creating a personal bubble. Sensitive souls often feel worn down by the sheer presence of people and noise, even if there's no direct interaction. For this, try a technique we'll call mental zoning. Imagine creating a mental bubble around yourself, a quiet space where only your thoughts are present. Picture yourself somewhere peaceful, maybe by a lake or in a forest, and let this image fill your mind. The goal isn't to disconnect from reality, but to give your mind a small respite from your surroundings. It's like a short daydream, a gentle, mindful escape that can bring calm without removing you physically from the space. Using physical anchors for grounding. A grounding technique for sensitive souls is to use small physical anchors, a smooth stone, a piece of textured jewelry, or any small item with a comforting feel. When you're feeling overwhelmed, focus on this object. Notice its temperature, texture, or weight. This physical sensation acts as an anchor, pulling your mind back from the sensory overload and offering a simple but effective form of calm. Nonverbal boundaries. Sometimes, sensitive individuals find social interaction exhausting, even when the environment isn't particularly busy. In these cases, nonverbal cues can become a subtle form of self-care. A nod, a polite but brief smile, or simply making eye contact and then returning to your own focus. These are all gentle ways to acknowledge others without inviting extended conversation. In this way, you can set boundaries that protect your energy without creating tension or offense. Each of these strategies allows you to find a sense of calm, not by waiting for the world to quiet down, but by adapting your approach to it. For a sensitive soul, inner peace is about creating small moments of relief within the flow of daily life. So, let's recap what we've discussed today. Finding peace in a noisy world can seem daunting, but it's possible with the right tools. Micro-meditations, intentional soundscaping, mental zoning, physical anchors, and nonverbal boundaries can each play a role in helping you navigate overstimulation and maintain a sense of calm. For sensitive souls, self-care is more than just an activity. It's a toolkit, an essential set of practices that support you through every challenge. Embrace the idea that self-care can happen even in the busiest places, and that inner calm is always within reach, no matter where you are. Now it's your turn. We'd love to hear what self-care techniques work best for you in busy environments. What helps you stay grounded when life gets overwhelming? Share your insights in the comments below. And if you found these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe for more content tailored to sensitive souls. Thanks for watching, and remember, inner peace is closer than you think.